Hey guys, how you doing? So this is the first of the pre-recorded for the Wednesdays. I'm hoping it's only going to be until probably the end of August that I have to do this. However, this Sunday, to make up for today, at 1:30, I'm going to do a live meditation as well. So you get two this week, one pre-recorded and one at 1:30 on Sunday. I'll make sure the link's available for you for that. I'll put that up on my chat thing in the members area for you. So I was thinking, because we looked at the chakras, and I think that was a journey we all enjoyed. I did the spheres work before, and one thing that intrigues me, as you know, I read a lot, and is the idea of, and it appears in Celtic Christianity, it appears in Hinduism, it appears in most world religions, this idea of living in the presence of the divine. Or alternatively, kind of from the 60s onwards, what was called cosmic consciousness, being aware of that mystery, that's something that we're all part of. And so what I thought I'd do for these pre-recorded sessions is go on a journey through and towards awakening that cosmic consciousness, that awareness of the greater mystery, whether you call it the divine or just the amazingness of the universe. So these sessions will be focusing on that, and the first few of these will be all about light and illumination. And what I really like with these is, if you've got the time, is whether it's the first time you listen to this or whether it's a couple of times later on that you've listened to it, or a couple of days later that you come back to it, I'd really appreciate it if in the comments below the videos in the members area, you can comment on what your experience of these meditations will be. I'm trying to build a picture up and to see what really works, what really gives people experiences, and what does not, because I want to create something amazing that works really well for you. So after this one, either straight after, or if you want to give it a couple of days and see how you feel, and then do it. But just a paragraph or two about how you found the meditation, any insights, any experiences that came from it. If you do that for me, that would be amazing. And just pop it in the comments beneath the video in the Secret Cinema. So let's begin how we always begin. Have a stretch, have a fidget, whether you're sitting or lying. And then when you're ready, let's begin by taking 3 wonderful deep breaths together. Breathing in. Hold it a moment, release it as you let yourself relax. Taking a second deep breath in. Holding that. Just releasing, relaxing, allowing yourself to discover how easy you can relax. And a third wonderful deep breath in. And if you've not done so already, as you breathe out, just allow your eyes to close. And just return to your natural breath, that natural tide, that rhythm. And just take a moment to tell yourself, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to relax. Outside noises will not disturb me. Everyday thoughts will not distract me. They just allow me to relax and let go even deeper. And you can relax. It's good to relax. The more you relax, the better you feel, and the better you can feel, the more you can relax with every breath. Now you can just sit or lie there with your eyes closed, becoming aware that you can become even more relaxed over time, even more comfortable in this short time than you were before, are you not? But not yet as much as you will be later on, because you can take your time to drift into meditation, a state of quiet awareness, a quiet recognition of all those things that I could say as you sit or lie here today, waiting for me to say something that will guide your experience, that may alter and change your experience, that may alter and change your life forever. But also not knowing, wondering what I will say, just the right thing to change things for you, to alter your life forever. But remember that all change actually belongs just to you. And only you can change things for you, change things within you, because all I can do is talk about things, while you can allow those things and many other things to come true for you, to happen with you the same way a dream can seem to be true for you. And in your mind's eye, you can see things in that dream that are very close or very far away, even with your eyes closed, the way you can now. Things as far away as a star, a tiny star, a bright point of light, way up there at night, in the mind's eye. So very far away that you can only wonder what would it be like to travel to that star, as if in a dream, moving forward toward that tiny light, faster and faster, faster than light, flying through the night, looking out at it, seeing that star getting closer and closer, growing larger and larger, becoming brighter and brighter, and eventually filling up the sky, becoming so bright, not just a star anymore, becoming a sun, an enormous sun, much bigger than our sun. And you know how bright sunlight can be. The way walking out of a dark theatre into the light of day can almost be painful, too bright to keep your eyes open. And this sun is even brighter than that, perhaps, and getting even brighter now. Because it's not just one sun, not like our sun, but a galaxy of suns, 1,000 points of brilliant light, 1,000,000 billion points of brilliant light, all around you, everywhere, illuminating everything, everywhere, surrounding everything, everywhere. And as you move closer to the center of all those stars, all that starlight, sunlight shining into you, coming into and through you, right into your mind, those bright lights behind you, that intense light above you, and that white light below you, starlight on all sides of you, and a light deep within you. A sun in the center of your mind that goes on and on, bigger and bigger. As you go on and on, feeling that inner light, that center starlight there, becoming that light everywhere, that sun at the center of it all, feeling that energy of all that light, passing right on through you, flowing out from you, as you become that light, that lightness of being light and of making light of things and discovering other time that you can make light out of anything and make anything out of light, including all those thoughts that you hear and feel and see and wondering how it sounds, all that energy of light within you and all that light roaring out from you, like the roar of a blast furnace behind that door of the mind, where a white hot roar of sound surrounds and becomes the sound of light, a light you can feel now in your arms and hands, legs and feet, an intense white light, an intense white heat of that light that roars right through you and bursts out from you and sizzles within you, all at the same time, all around you now, all around the mind like a star being born, a star forming in space, a universe of stars, performing in space, a space within you, a universe within you, lit up with stars that give light to you, a child of the sun, becoming a sun, and discovering how it feels to dissolve into light, arms, nothing but light, legs, nothing but light, the mind, nothing but light, the mind, the body, nothing but light, moving from one place to another, scattering colours all around, lighting up every corner of awareness and then gradually collapsing, coming together now into a beam of light, like a laser beam, a bright spotlight that shines straight out from the mind, straight up into the sky, announcing something special and illuminating everything it touches, creating everything you notice with a recognition that the only things that do exist are the things you allow into your mind. And now is a very good time to open up the mind to all those things that otherwise would tend to go overlooked or ignored, allowing the light of the mind to expand and to include everything out there, to touch everything out there, to allow the universe into you and to allow that light within you to shine warmly on it all so you can feel it all as a part of you, all connected to you, reflected right back at you like the light in a mirror that lets you see yourself so much more clearly than before and lets you see now that all there is you, sitting or lying there, doing it all, creating it all. Or is it being created for you? I can tell you about a man who travelled all the way to Arizona just to watch some videos of a famous hypnotist working with different people, talking to them about being in a trance, wondering about their memories, asking about their experiences, telling them about unlimited possibilities and letting them learn in their own way what he had learned in his own way. And that man sat there in that room all day watching those videos, taking careful notes about everything said. Then he flew home, put his notes away and continued to see his own clients, continued doing hypnotherapy, continued teaching at the university, began writing books and giving lectures, got invited to do workshops, wrote more books and gave more lectures. And one day, 20 years later, he found those notes again. And as he read through them, he began smiling, because on each page were words and ideas that he had thought he had invented when he wrote his books and gave his lectures, but actually were implanted deep in his understandings by watching what that other man said so many years before that he'd forgotten all about, or so he thought before. But here was evidence that we never really know where what we do or say, or even what we think, really came from in the first place. Because we can forget the source, but our understandings are still there. And so we can be sure that when we hear something, we can use it. We will absorb it and make it our own and put it to good use, without knowing or needing to know where we got it or when. Because the truth is that all you need to do to find illumination is to pay close attention to what you already know and what you've already have experienced. It all belongs to you. Which is why later on today or tomorrow or next week, you can begin to notice that you can bring that feeling, the idea of that feeling, your understanding of it all, back into you, where it can light up those inner spaces in ways you have yet to see. While in the meantime here today, you begin to see that you really are here right now, and you can be here right now, while you remember being there then, and drift back into this place now, away from the starlight there, then, away from the stardust, and back with the memories, the stardust memories, being here and now, close to where you began. But someplace different now, a different time and space, a different place inside, with something inside changed, something easier and more comfortable, something quieter and more powerful, something stronger and more understanding. Forged in the fires of the mind, in white-hot steel and blazing fire that forms a solid core that is a part of it all, of all that energy, in everything out there, all that energy within you, even as you continue to wonder what it is that you've learned from you today. Because first you know the answer, and then it slips away. So you look for another answer, and it slips away too. And then it all breaks through into your awareness, a glimpse of understanding that hovers there with you as you begin drifting up now, more and more completely, and gradually return back to everyday awareness. That's right, drifting back to the sound of my voice, to being there in your room, to being aware of your arms and legs, but holding on to where you've been and to where you ended up, in that solid, brilliant core in the center of you, connected to it all, comfortable with it all, knowing something you did not know you knew before, but comfortable understanding that you do not need to know what that knowledge is right now, or what it holds in store for later on as you drift up into everyday awareness, gradually reaching a point of normal consciousness now where your eyes can begin to feel like opening. That's right, your eyes opening comfortably now, and your mind returning quite completely now back to everyday consciousness, back to that place, back here with me, with now. When you're ready, just open your eyes, stretch, feel good. Back here, back now. Wow. So I hope you enjoyed that. And as I said at the beginning, please do write any thoughts, feelings that you get from this underneath, because I'm really interested to see how these journeys work for you. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you at 1:30 on Sunday. Take care. Bye-bye.